work on some different movement for our bodies that would help maybe make our backs feel a little bit better in this crazy time. Stuff that would help maybe a little bit with posture and more self-care in our practice than focusing on muscle strength, endurance, anything like that. So just a moment of self-care in breathing and in our movement. The only thing that you're going to need, and it's just an option, is maybe a blanket or a towel and then rolling it up. That's the only prop that we're going to end up using today. I'm going to shift around. My kids set up toys, and you can't touch it because they've got a plan and it's in their space, so they've taken over my entire space with all of their stuff. So just find a comfortable position to sit at first. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Maybe place one hand on the belly, the heart, and breathe. Can you make your breath in and your breath out the same length? Sometimes I like to breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if this is where you stay today, that's okay. First and foremost, give yourself permission as you sit here and breathe to be in this space. Remind yourself that it's okay to be still, to be present in the moment. It's okay to take time for yourself, and it's okay to remember to breathe. We can definitely take on the stress of everything and realize that we're just holding on to a lot of tension and not feel very good. After you breathe, still with movement, and I should have mentioned, you could always sit on this as well. If that's going to help you to be more comfortable, then this, you can even do this sitting in a chair. I know many people are working from home in this time, so maybe it's taking a few minutes in your office chair just to be still, to move, to breathe with some intentionality. You don't even need a lot of space. So take the chin to the chest. Let yourself hang. Feel the weight of your head. And then every exhale, can you relax the shoulders a little bit more? And then lift. You take the chin to the ceiling. Maybe stay there. Open up the throat. You can turn side to side. You can hold one side. Hold the other. You can even open here. Reach the arms back, maybe even turning the thumbs so they're up, so the palms are facing forward. And then maybe you stretch back a little bit more. See where you can connect the muscles down the neck, across the shoulder, the chest, and then even on the other side. It could be that you go chin or ear to shoulder. So create movement that feels good. That's the whole point of this, to feel good. And then here, I'm going to draw the shoulders to the ears, and then relax. cat cow. Draw the belly into the chest, rounding through the back. And this is spinal flexion.
Why do you move? Why rock is it? And I need some money.
Some lateral flexion. Taking one hand down, reaching the other arm up, taking the breath in. As you exhale, see where you can take a side bend here. And it might be big, it might be small. And then take a reach, extend here, and go ahead and let the head and neck go with. So you get the C curve shape of the spine here. Breathe in here, and breathe out. All of this movement you can do standing, you can do sitting in a chair. I did a little bit yesterday. You can use a countertop. Exhale. When I'm in a side bend, I like to focus on my breath. This arm that's reaching over, can I focus into those lungs? Can I breathe just into that lung and in that rib? And open up a little bit more. Inhaling and exhale. Pretty crazy. You can direct where your breath goes, how it fills your body, how you feel it. And coming back up. Taking a little bit of rotation. So take both hands out to the side and then reach one over. And rotate through the spine, through the head and the neck to reach around to find movement here. Breathing in and out. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling to the other side. So at any point you can pause, you can focus in on one particular movement. And then releasing from here. Sometimes even from there, I just like to extend my legs out, point and flex. Maybe coming into a fold, just to see where there's tension. Sometimes if we're sitting a lot too, we might feel this built up in our legs. If we're not sleeping well, maybe the body's got tension in places we didn't even realize. Rolling up. And then exhale, rolling down. Inhaling. One more. Exhaling. Rolling down here, chin to chest. Scooping out the belly. And then rolling back up. We'll take the legs around. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees under hips, cat and cow from here. So basically we'll find that same movement that we did sitting. And then taking a side bend here, take one foot out to the side, and then shift to peek out the toe. And then in, and then a switch, shift to peek at the toe. So you get this lateral flexion here. Also, some more rotation here, taking your back arm out and then threading it underneath. You can bend that front arm. And so you're going to rotate here. You can slide the shoulder blades back. And coming up. And then reaching through. Coming back up here. Take a breath. Inhaling, and then on the exhale, I'm going to draw up to cat. Inhale the cow. So you get that full movement in your spine. Flexion, extension, rotation here. And then coming to sit, however feels good. Maybe you're still in your chair. Taking the hands on either side of the shoulders, drawing the elbows towards each other as much as you can. Focusing on keeping this still through the low back. Taking a breath in and extending through the rib cage. And then drawing back up. Because it's very easy to go into the low back, but trying to still engage the abdominals enough so that way you can open up here through the upper back and then drawing in. Find this lift here. Think of letting the heart lift to the ceiling while the belly button still draws back in to the low back. Maybe doing 2 more. So you maintain that work throughout the upper back, through the rib cage itself. Then from there, coming down to your back. It's just a really short one. Take the soles of the feet together and then peel your spine up 1 vertebra at a time, that slinky spine that I've talked about. Reaching the pubic bone to the ceiling, pressing the low back, and then slowly lifting up to the rib cage. Taking a breath in, and then exhale, press the rib cage down 1 vertebra at a time, and then slowly press the low back, and then the hips, and then again. Use exhale to lift, and then roll down. Right, maybe it's a breath in to prepare, and the exhale to roll up, inhaling at the top, exhaling, rolling down, or finding that movement. And then rolling down. And the last thing I'll have you do is take your towel, place it right underneath of your rib cage, letting it be lengthwise along your spine to open up through the chest and the shoulder. So you can feel goalpost the hands. You can extend them here. You can have them low. I like to turn my palms up. You can have them down if you want. Just going to depend on what the shoulders are. Maybe feel good to here, and even feel good to go here. So the point is that you get the stretch across the pectoral muscles, through the chest and the shoulders, so we get to open up through the front of the body, especially if we're spending more time working at our desks, or even staring at our phones with news updates and such. You can have the legs bent, and you can even kind of massage this just by moving, reaching up, reaching back. You can hinge from the shoulder to press the palm down, to press the palms up. And then I want you to breathe. Okay. And it may even feel better to go, okay, get the soles of the feet together, let the knees open wide. To release the hips a little bit more. We're focusing completely on the upper body. Maybe we stay. Find a position that feels comfortable. And then breathe in. And breathe out. Take 3 more full breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. See if you can get a really full diaphragmatic breath. You can stay. You can wiggle around. by whatever movement is going to feel best. But take some time out of each day. Allow yourself the chance to pause, to breathe, to reduce some of the tension through the shoulders, to the neck, the chest, and the back. Thank you for joining me.